Hey, everybody. What's going on? Good morning. Happy Friday. Thanks for waking up with the Chase. I'm, of course, your host, Troy LaCastro, alongside my co-host virtually today. Look, it's
You're te-
David Yarger, everybody.
the virtual David Yarger with Roku City in the background. How's it going, y'all?
Oh, man, things are going. How's Roku City treating you? I know you've been there for a few days. How's
Yeah,
the assignment out there?
can't complain. The aesthetics are nice. The people are good. Food's better. Really can't complain. Just kind of living my best life out here.
You look great. I see that you're wearing the Chase hat, so I really appreciate you wearing the Chase hat out in Roku City. But you also remembered to pack your jersey because guess what? It's Jersey Friday, ladies and gentlemen. We would never forget about that ever.
Exactly.
So,
I may be under the weather, but I didn't lose my memory. Of course, it's Jersey Friday. Gotta
uh,
remember Jersey Friday.
you're repping too. Who you repping there?
So I went with the Bills 14. Not gonna lie, it was a Sammy Watkins jersey, but had the nameplate replaced. So it's currently a Stephon Diggs 14 Bills color rush. So
Bro, I'm telling you right now, there is no shame in getting the nameplate removed and put back on. I told you that story. This is a very Buffalo centric story, but I had that Mikel Gregorenko jersey because I thought he was going to be hot for the Sabres, and I wanted to turn it into Mike Greer, and I didn't even end up doing that yet.
yeah, that would have been a smart play on your part. Mike Greer now, GM of the Sharks. Sabres legend, in my opinion. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah. So, speaking of that, even though you're miles away in Roku City enjoying yourself, I think you still can do this for us. Can you please? I feel like I need it today to get through the day and get us to the weekend. Can you give us the inspirational quote of the day, please, David?
Yes, of course. From
Thank
my
you.
2 laptops set up right here, you got to remember the golden rule for every business is this: put yourself in your customer's place. Orson Sweat Martin.
Not Keith Sweat, Orison Sweat.
Yes. I don't
Can I
know who
ask you?
that is, but good for them.
I was going to say, can I ask you a serious question?
Absolutely.
Have you really known any of these people that we read quotes of?
Not
Except
a
maybe like
one.
Florence Nightingale?
Maybe like one or two.
Yeah. So I guess we got some brushing up to do on our quotes.
I agree. I
Oh,
agree indeed.
good morning to the chat. Mama LaCastro's in here. Thank you, Mother. Mom says, happy birthday, Troy. And then Mrs. Yarger says, happy birthday, Troy.
Yes, happy birthday to my co-host indeed. Troy's turning 18 today, so it's pretty cool.
That's right, baby. You know what that means? I can buy scratch offs. I can vote. There's one other thing, but I'm not going to say it on here. I was going to go with 21 again that I can finally. Yeah. I don't want to reveal how old I'm actually going to be. Meerkat goes, I thought he was 39.
The verdict is still out. The verdict is still out. It's like Fausto Carmona. No one really knew how old he was.
That's right. Remember that? Him and Miguel Tejada, they were always a mystery. That's what I want to be. I want to be just the Miguel Tejada. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. Bill Dozer, thank you. Bloomy, thank you. Jordan Parks says I look about 45. I would agree.
Jordan, that's just messed up.
Yo, I feel 45. That's all right, man. I'm an old man. Oh, look at they even got me a nice little. They got me a nice little command there. Jay-Z put it in there. Nightbot singing me happy birthday. 21 again. Can't wait to have a drink legally for all of you. But before I get to the birthday celebrations, we got to do the show, the Chase, baby. We got a great show lined up for you. So this seems to be making headlines like all the time now. I feel like I'm always writing this. Another rare card is selling for record money. I mean,
Wow.
that just seems to be the standard at this point, but we'll talk about that a little later, the specifics of that card. David and I also got the chance to speak to principal authenticator for Beckett, Steve Grad, who's also known for his work on Pawn Stars. We had a great conversation with him at the National. Really looking forward to you guys to hear that one. And plus, I'll be ripping a box of 2022 Legacy Football right here in front of me for today's giveaway. Because unfortunately, David had to go on vacation. So now I'm left breaking the box myself.
Yes, I see that Derek Jeter 1 of 1 still on your desk.
I mean, am I flaunting it a little bit?
You gotta flaunt it a little bit. That was a big card. I'm not gonna lie. I was watching.
I'm
I was
just
happy
saying.
for you.
I'm just saying. It's one of those things where it's like, if you got it, flaunt it. But the reason I put that out here, really though, the reason I put that out here is we've got giveaways to catch up on. So I apologize, guys, but obviously last week the National had us all over the place. We're running all over Atlantic City. It's like The Hangover where they say Bangkok has them now, but for us it was Atlantic City had us.
Pretty
so
much.
now we're back. Oh, that's funny. Potato Gobbler says, "Is he in Roku City?" How'd you know?
I am.
How'd you know?
Live from it.
Anyways, so Meerkat helped me out before he went on vacation. Everybody's leaving me. It's just me here now. With the boys though, Stevens and Tyler are here. Can't forget about them. But Meerkat helped me pick a couple winners. So don't forget, we have the Chronicles where David actually got the Jamar Chase auto. We need to have a winner for that. And then, of course, the tier 1 with the Derek Jeter 101 that we pulled. So we'll start with Chronicles since that was like 2 weeks ago. Congratulations to Doug Potts, a YouTube commenter. How about a round of applause for him?
Nice.
There it is.
Congratulations.
Woo! Congrats, Doug. Make sure you are sending us your shipping information to thechase@dacarworld.com. Same with our tier 1 winner, who is going to be Brick House Collectibles, one of the Twitch chatters. Congratulations. You're going home with the DJ 1 bat auto. Super excited for you. So please, let me just reiterate, make sure that you are looking out for a message from DA Car World, and then please send us your shipping information to thechase@dacarworld.com. So there you have it. Now, what do you say we get back into our routine? We kind of got off the wagon there a little bit. For all you Seinfeld fans, you know what I'm talking about, the on and off the wagon. Let's get back into it with our new releases. This is what is going to be hitting shelves today on this beautiful Friday. David, why don't you start us off?
Yeah, so let's take a look at what's hitting the shelves. We got the 21-22 Panini Recon Basketball, which is returning for its second year. Each box has 2 autographs and 20 inserts or parallels on average. There's a variety of base and base rookie parallels, including holo pink, holo bronze, holo red. The holo bronze is numbered to 299. Holo red is numbered to 199. Holo blue numbered to 99. Holo purple numbered to 49. Holo gold numbered to 10. Holo green numbered to 5. And that holo platinum is that 1 of 1, baby. Holo platinum's the one you want to look out for. And new to this year is the holo dots. So check out that. Recon also features new insert sets such as Top of the Charts, All Systems Go, Hall Hopefuls, Panini All-Pro Team, and Closing Statements, which collectors can chase after in gold numbered to 10 and platinum 1 of 1 parallels. So those are the big hits that you want to take a look at right there. As you see Luka on the cover of the box. Luka, obviously, what more can you say about the kid?
Baby goat.
He's the baby goat. He's the up-and-coming star in this league.
Baby goat. Not going to lie, we had a good chuckle over here because we heard you. The first time you said hollow, it sounded like the Borat. You did hollow. It is a hollow gold.
Yes. Hollow. Sorry, I'm getting my voice back. Everything sounds funny. So
okay, we're laughing with you, not at you. I promise.
No, you can laugh at me.
Tyler says he's laughing.
Totally fine.
I was gonna say Tyler says he's laughing directly at you.
Can the Twitch chat just like sound off? Do they like that the mic is literally like where my mouth is on this camera?
Dude, we wanted to make it feel as much like you were literally in that chair as we could. So yes, we had to put the mic like right to your face.
Yes, you just get absolute perfection from this group.
Quick, Tyler said he was laughing at you. That's his words, not mine.
Yeah, because that's Tyler. That's how he is. The fat
Anyways, also hitting shelves today, which I mentioned earlier that I will be ripping for the box giveaway, is the 2022 Legacy Football. This showcases the upcoming season's draft class like Kenny Pickett, Chris Olave, Malik Willis, and more. Each box contains 2 autographs, 4 Opti Chrome cards, 2 mini cards, 12 inserts, 4 parallels, and my favorite, possibly my favorite here, 3 Dare to Tear cards per case. And I don't know about you, David, but the Dare to Tear cards scare the living daylights out of me. Like, I get nervous. Like, I don't know why you would want to tear open a card just to see what's inside another one. But it could be something bigger. Have you ever seen these?
No. These are really something else. Like these look really good. I'm hoping what is that auto? Can you go back for a second? That looks like an Ohio State card. What is that? Is that Fields?
That is Fields. So that's the thing is, I think it'll primarily be in their. I think it'll be a mix of NFL uniforms and college uniforms.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's
right.
really
So
cool.
like you see Zach Wilson there. He's in his where'd he go? BYU?
BYU, yeah.
Right, correct? Okay. Just wanted to make sure I was correct on that one. And then you see the Burrow there too. It's got the Bengals and LSU. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
But yeah, you gotta
do that voice right now.
I'm not obviously if I get a Dare to Tear card, I'll let the eventual winner figure out if they want to tear it or not. But these things are scary. Like there's a spot where you tear open the card and there's like a mini card in there that could possibly be even bigger than the card that you're seeing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so definitely keep an eye out for that. Also, look for brand new inserts and short prints with Time Machines, Lore, and Destiny. So there's what's hitting shelves this week. I'm excited to rip this box. 2 autographs on average, so we'll see what we can get.
Yes. Wahoo, Zach Wilson. Once a Cougar, always a Cougar. Love it.
Hot damn. You ain't wrong, brother. You ain't wrong. All right, what do you got for us, David? What's next?
All right, so we're going to we can't seem to keep talking about the National. Am I wrong? We just keep talking about the National?
Yeah, we can't talk about it enough. I feel like we have so many stories coming out of that it's just going to be weeks full of stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but it's with good reason. So Steve and Pete, excuse me, we're over in the Breaking Pavilion, and I think they deserve to have some attention shed on what they were pulling. Do you guys agree?
I think everybody is in agreement here. Tyler gives the thumbs up. Steven's just giving me a blank stare, but I'll give you a hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother. So here is another edition of the DACW Live Roundup. I swear to God, I could talk. I'm just losing my voice. Featuring some hits from their Eminence breaks. That was last week, and this is the first time Panini has done Eminence. So let's take a look at what they pulled.
Starting off here. 5 more cards to go. Going slow, nice and slow. That is the Bears. That says the Bears. That looks like a rookie shield. How about a Justin Fields? 1 of 3. Justin Fields. 1 of 3. A beautiful card right there. Justin Fields. 1 of 3. Next card. That's going to be a 3 of 5. That is a 3 of 5, and it has the Patriots. It has the Patriots helmet. The Patriots helmet is peeking. We got a patch. Who's it going to be? How about a Mac Jones? 3 of 5. Mac Jones rookie. 3 of 5 Mac Jones rookie. That gorgeous patch right there. 3 of 5 Mac Jones rookie. Incredible.
Got a thin one here. Okay. We like the Patriots. We like the Patriots for these. It is indeed a Tom Brady auto. Super Bowl 51. Tom Brady Super Bowl 51, 3 of 10. That is a Tom Brady Super Bowl 51 auto. Tom Brady 51.
And one final card to go. What can it be? What can we have here? We're gonna go down. Ooh. Looks like we have a Packer. Green Bay Packer, why not an Aaron Rodgers 1 of 1? 1 of 1 Aaron Rodgers with the platinum 1 of 1 Aaron Rodgers. 1 of 1 platinum Aaron Rodgers. What a box.
Let's see. All right, we got some gold up here. And we're gold rushing it. That is a 49er. That's going to be a 49er. That's a new 49er. That is going to be a Trey Lance. 4 of 5. Trey Lance. Authentic autographs. 4 of 5 for the San Francisco 49ers. That is a huge hit right there. Trey Lance, rookie auto, 4 of 5 with all that gold on it. Look at how beautiful that card is.
Yeah, as you could tell there, Pete was on AOL dial-up. We were dealing with some connection issues in the building. So he was like, anyways, as you can see, they had a ton of fun at the National. It was a ton of fun being with them. Real quick, were you monitoring the chat while the video was going? Bloomy says he's going to get you some old Irish stew to get you back to 100%.
Yes, I saw that. That was very nice. I appreciate it.
Also, I got to give a shout out to our man, Eric, Wagon Maker, in the chat. Also recovering from the craziness that is the National. I know he got sick, but he's recovering too. So hope you're doing well, friend. Him and Reclaim Customs. Check him out on Instagram.
Yes.
So before we get into the next thing, though, obviously we saw, David, some great hits right there from Pete and Steve. I mean, that Eminence has been crazy. Like unbelievable.
I mean, the stuff we were seeing coming out of that was absolutely crazy. I mean, one of the ones that we didn't even see in the video, that was one of my personal favorites, was Pete pulled a 1 of 1 Bo Jackson card.
That's
that was
right.
actually pretty sweet.
That was the Troy Ounce silver one, right?
Yeah. That was the one. And then, obviously a bunch of other breakers were ripping Eminence during the week, so we got to see a crap ton of amazing hits. So
well, that's what I mean. I feel like it was so tough to just pick those 4 hits because it almost felt like, and I'm not overplaying it, in this Eminence, like you said before, first year that Panini is doing it for football. Usually it's basketball, I believe. But absolutely delivering, and it was just so hard to pick only 4 cards because there were so many good cards from Pete and Steve and other breakers.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, there wasn't a bad hit in any of the boxes. Like the one box, I think the worst card was like a Matt Ryan out of 5 patch auto. Like,
right.
And it was actually like a sick card, but like for that box, it was just like meh compared to everything else. But
which
it
is
was
great.
But if you got it from like a regular old box, it would have been like the case hit.
Yeah, exactly. That perfectly describes it. I would agree. So although we saw some fantastic hits right there from them, not to be outdone, some friends of the show that we spoke to at the National that we will have interviews later on, Mamba Cards and Lil Pullman. I want you guys to check out the couple bangers that they pulled from their cases of Eminence, and by God, that's all I got to say. So let's do the video, or let's have the video do the explaining. So go ahead if you could show that, please.
Our last card, Mojo, guys. We need a banger. Come on, baby. Oh, that's a 1-on-1. Oh, my God. It's a 1-on-1. Oh!
And our last card of the case. Come on, show me an RPA, dude. Show me an RPA. Looks like it's gold. Oh my God. New England Patriots. Bang! Mac Jones! 2 out of 2. 14-karat gold bar auto. Bang! Mac Daddy! Woo! Bang! 2 of 2. Bang! Let's go, Sean! Dude, this is the best case I've seen. Woohoo! Yes, sir!
I gotta tell you, I don't think I've ever been happier to have the word bang yelled in my ear so loud in this earpiece than right there.
Yeah, that was quite the hit. The Mac Jones, and then obviously the Trevor Lawrence 1 of 1, both from some near and dear friends that we got to meet at National.
Yep. Yeah, some good breakers right there. Definitely check them out on their platforms at Mamba Cards and at Lil Pullman. I mean, man, the hits just keep on coming for those guys. I mean, once again, it was one of those things where I watched both of them, and those were just one of the highlights. So it was hard to choose from, but I landed on those two. Obviously, you could tell they were kind of excited that they got those cards. I think they were all right, right?
Just a little excited, screaming, just normal stuff.
Anyways, let's get into more around the hobby. What is going on in the news? Excuse me. So before I get to sports card news, I want to get to a little TCG news here, a little trading card news. I'm in the biz. I know the lingo, right? Anyways, the Evolving Skies and Brilliant Stars Pokemon Elite Trainer boxes are both getting a reprint in the near future. So keep your eyes peeled. Just keep an eye out for that. That's all I wanted to say. We spoke to the gaming department here, and they let us in on that. So just wanted to give you guys a little heads up for all you Pokemon masters out there that would be excited about that. Tyler's wearing his tie-dye Pokemon shirt today, so he's a little hype.
It's gorgeous.
Bounce with it. I wish you guys could see Tyler bouncing right now. Anyways, now let's get...
He actually has a shirt on. It's a blessing.
Tarp is on. I don't know. I think...
Oh, no.
Is he going to do it?
Oh, no. I don't like the
Are you
look
going to give
of
me a
this.
little something? That's a great shirt, though. I mean, look at that right there. You want to shout out who did that for you?
This is none other than Trade Chat, otherwise known as Panzer. He has a great Etsy channel. He makes a bunch of stuff tie-dye, and I was like, Pokeball shirt, please, and a matching onesie for my daughter.
Yes. Oh, my God, dude. Little Eleanor has the same one, too. So cute. Wow.
Dabbing on him.
Bro, he just did a walk-off dab. Oh, my God. Gotta catch them all.
Clip that.
We got to clip the walk-off dab. Ladies and gentlemen, he just walks off with a dab. Unbelievable. All right, anyways, let's get serious. No, I'm just kidding. This is a funny show anyways. Actually, this story, pretty funny if you've been following it. A while back, leading up to their battle, Jorge Masvidal decided to burn friend-turned-rival Colby Covington's Immaculate Patch Auto. Stevens, could you actually put that up, please? Well, despite some black smoke damage you see here in the tweet, the card was sent into PSA, and guess what? The auto was still in perfect shape and graded a perfect 10. I mean, I feel like this is a lot to unpack, because where do you start with this? Like, obviously, a cool viral moment for Jorge Masvidal to burn his friend-turned-enemy's card. But then again, is it like, are you a madman? Are you a psycho? Why are we burning cards out here? Because I'll tell you right now, this is not the first time I've seen somebody burn a card. I've seen people on lesser scales burn a card. And I'm like, I feel like it's like when you poke a voodoo doll and it's supposed to like hurt somebody. That's how it feels when you're burning a card.
Yeah, this was tough to unpack. I had to do my research on this, like why he was burning the card or whatever. But like the fact that they still sent it in with the burn marks, I feel like if I ever got a burnt card or whatever, I wouldn't even have the guts to send it in a PSA. I don't know about you.
No, to me, I would chalk it up as an L. But
Yeah.
you want to know something? That's why we have people like this guy who turned it in, because that's just another thing. We talk about what? We talk about unique signatures on cards, guys writing Borat. We talk about VHS is getting graded and concert tickets now. And now I feel like anything can just become a collectible and become worth something if you just take the chance on it. That's how I feel at this point. Like, now are we just going to see burned cards getting graded and people spending tens of thousands of dollars on it?
Right. And the more and more I think about it, it's probably even more so just the memory that Masvidal burnt it. And you can literally have it in a slab and be like, yeah, Masvidal burnt this card, and look, the auto is still a 10. Like that probably, hypes up the value a little bit, but it's just tough for me to get past the fact, like, you graded a burnt card. Like, I'm still trying to process that all in my head.
Yeah. And like, that's like the people who burn jerseys. You know what I mean? Like, when a player gets traded or something, or a player wants to leave and their first thought is to just torch the jersey. I'm like, but like I said, it was in Masvidal's hands, so I understand why he did it.
Yeah.
Because he's Jorge Masvidal. He can do whatever the hell he wants.
I guess it's a 1-of-1 now. So
right. I mean, right. The chat is making good sense. There's a story behind it now. It's a 1-of-1. Masvidal touched it. So I feel like maybe not necessarily I'm kind of backtracking here. Maybe not necessarily every burnt card is this big valuable thing, but obviously if it has a big story behind it, obviously it's going to garner some interest.
Right. And it's, all the memory and the moment, like you said, that, everyone will remember about that card.
Exactly.
So here's another fun story. So Facebook co-founder Mark Zuckerberg recently announced a signed Little League baseball card he made in 1992 will soon be an NFT. That's not the fun part of the story, though. The card, which revealed the Facebook whiz posted a whopping 920 batting average, was recently owned by Zuckerberg's former camp counselor, Ali Tarantino. After holding it for 30 years, the counselor came forward with the card. At the time of the camp, the counselor playfully asked Mark to sign the card, but little did he know this card's value would rise to the sky. In an article on Business Insider, the counselor said, "I've been telling this story for quite a while about how I knew Mark as a camper, and it always astonishes people to see that this card actually exists. But I feel that my part of the story is over. So, due to Mark's prominence in the tech world and the fact that he's one of the most famous people on the planet, I figured now is a good time to sell this card and put it on the market." So there's just a Mark Zuckerberg baseball card out there now.
Just floating
How about
around.
that?
You know what? I want to talk to him about the 920 average. That seems a little skewed.
Yeah, I agree. Like, it was this T-ball, was this pitching machine, like, even the 8-year-old, 9-year-old pitchers are still good enough to get some guys out. And you know what?
Yeah.
Were those stats inflated? Reaching on airs doesn't count. Like that's an 0 for 1 right there if you reach on an air. So that I want to talk to the scorekeeper there.
Zuckerberg seems like a guy who would definitely pad the stats a little bit and try to help himself. So explain yourself, Mark Zuckerberg, because now that this card has surfaced, you're going to get questions about it all the time. Yes. I mean, we definitely got to keep an eye on this, though, because I feel like, once again, this is a thing. It's got a story behind it. So watch out. This could go for record numbers. I'm being like half serious, half not.
I know it's kind of another funny one where it's just kind of a random signature. Like, he didn't even really sign it. I mean, he was a kid. It was just like a print of his name.
It's a facsimile.
Cool. Yeah, but someone's gonna pay for this. Someone is a Mark Zuckerberg stan out there probably, and is like, oh man, I can own a baseball card of Zuckerberg, who now owns Facebook. Like, okay, cool. Like, at the same time,
T-Puck says his mom kept score.
Yeah, you know what? That's entirely possible.
That's
That is
my
entirely-
baby, Mark. That's my
He's-
baby. You see him hit another one out there?
Yep.
see that?
He had 3 triples. They threw it away every single time.
Yeah, you know what? Mark Zuckerberg's mom probably is like that too, right? Like, oh, my son would never. No, he would never do that. Oh, all right. Anyways, moving on. So now that we just had the 2022 National in Atlantic City, of course, we are back to national news because why not? And we'll obviously next year will be in Chicago in 2023, but coming up in 2024, the National could have a much different look and feel. Now, I pulled up some B-roll if we could show that, if you don't mind, Stevens. Yes, thank you, sir. In 2024, the contract for the National will be in new hands for the first time since, I'm assuming, 2014. JBJ Corporation, headed by partners Joe Derlick, Brian Coppola, and Jim Ryan, has secured the contract for the 2024 Big Show. So that's pretty interesting because I feel like what we saw in Atlantic City, I feel like there's definitely, it's on a launching pad now to just get bigger and bigger. Would you agree?
Yeah, and I mean, when you look at, for example, like Thursday's show traffic was a busy Saturday type of traffic. Like it was crazy on Thursday, and then Friday increased, Saturday increased. Like it, then obviously Sunday was the last day, so it was whatever. But literally, those 3 days were absolutely insane. Like you could just tell how everything is growing and expanding.
Yeah, I would agree. And, you know, I told you, obviously, this being David's first national, I was fortunate enough to go a couple times, and I had been to the one in Chicago, and I told David, like, you know, you think this one was crazy and there was a lot of people. Wait till Chicago just because it's more centrally located in the country.
Right.
So you get the people from the West Coast, you'll get the people from the East Coast, and they'll meet in the middle there. And, you know, I think next year will be, this was a big test, but I feel like that'll be a test too to just see where it can go. And, you know, if when the new ownership comes in and takes it over in 2024, will they bring it to new cities? Because right now it's usually a rotation, I believe, don't quote me, of Chicago every other year, and then they kind of fill in with like a Cleveland or an Atlantic City. But, you know, I heard rumblings, you know, like, do we see it in somewhere like Los Angeles? Do we see it somewhere like New York City? These big time, big cities. What do you think?
I could definitely see it moving out west a little bit. You know, from what I've heard, you know, national wise, like what you've told me, it's stayed, you know, either central or kind of east. Just, you know, from what I've heard, I could definitely see it moving out west. There's a bunch of collectors out west. Like we were talking LA. I thought I heard Anaheim in the conversation too at once. Like I think it was there once or something. But
Yes.
I'm definitely interested to see next year when it's in Chicago. Like you were saying, oh, I'm Google now. I'm Google. Oh, never mind.
I was like,
Wow.
He's Google now.
Anyways, it'll be interesting to see next year in Chicago because it's more central. I feel like a lot of people we talked to were from the East Coast.
Yeah.
You know, you had people down in Florida. You had people coming from New York. You had people from Philly, obviously. I mean, Eric made the trek from Western Michigan.
Right.
But
Yep.
I feel like, you know, once it's more central, I feel like you're going to get a lot of guys that, you know, are more willing to make the trip from, you know, like a Dallas or whatever to
Sure.
the show or something like that.
Now, reading on, I did realize you had a little more here. So, according to an article on Sports Collector Digest, Coppola and Ryan, who run JP's Sports Cards and Rock Solid Promotions, are also partners for the popular White Plains Baseball Card Show, which I actually have been to before, and Long Island Sports Card Shows. Dralick, I'm gonna pronounce his name I said it completely wrong a couple minutes ago. Dralick is the owner of East Coast Sports Marketing LLC. He runs the massive Philly show and Collector Showcase of America, CSA, it's also known as the Chantilly Show. The location for the 2024 show has yet to be determined, but according to Brady in the article, he's hearing a return to Cleveland is likely, then back to Chicago in 2025, and then it's a mystery. Kind of what we were saying right there. According to Coppola and Ryan, though, this year's show dealers will vote to decide whether the 2024 show will be in Atlantic City again, Cleveland, or Rosemont. I actually like Cleveland. I would love Cleveland because that's probably me being selfish that it would be a really close drive for us.
No, I completely agree. And it's a complete bias and selfish opinion on my part. I love the city of Cleveland. You guys know this. Hey, who knows? Maybe we'd be able to see a Cleveland Guardians game in the process of being there. Who knows? I vote Cleveland.
I'm in on Cleveland too. I think the city gets a bad rep. I actually think it's a really good city, and they've done a ton. Yeah, I mean, they've done a ton. It feels a little like Buffalo. There's a lot of good nightlife there because obviously, you know what? You're working all day. You're working hard. You're grinding. But, you know, you want to have a little – you work hard, you play hard. So you have a little playtime at the end of the night before you got to get up early the next morning and get back in there to work. But there's tons of stuff to do there. So I'm all in on Cleveland. Atlantic City? I'd politely pass.
Treated us well, but, you know.
I held in what I wanted to say. Did it treat us well, though?
You know, it would have been nice to have more than one restaurant open in our hotel.
Would have been.
Past 11 o'clock on a Wednesday night, you know, the week of National. But
yeah.
You know, we'll leave it alone.
That's fine.
Steve,
that's all we'll say. That's all we'll say,
Steve,
that it would have been nice to not have
effect.
McDonald's.
I heard the sound effect. Yeah, DoorDashing McDonald's taking an hour. That was fun.
We took an L that night. Not a big deal.
Yeah, last night took an L, but you know the next morning we bounced back.
Damn, but Big Sean. All right.
Yes.
So let's keep rolling. We've got some more news out of the National. Speaking of Atlantic City, what do you got for us?
Yeah, so like we were saying, speaking of the National, a lot of National talk. This one, naughty. According to Sports Collectors Digest, Atlantic City police are investigating theft at the show. Why are you stealing? Come on. According to Rick Giddings of Gizmo Sports Cards, a customer took off with more than $80,000 in sports cards last Saturday. Giddings, a national board member, says the customer picked out 29 cards, took them to his son booth away, and came back to the booth to deal with Giddings. When his son didn't come back to the booth with the cards, the customer said he'd go find him and headed to the exit. Giddings then got a text from the customer saying he'd come back in the morning. Sports Collectors Digest says that's when Giddings found the customer's 2 boxes marked $50,000. Wow. The only thing inside was $500 each in $1 bills. Come on, man. Come
on, man.
Giddings filed a police report when the customer did not return the next morning. Included in the lot of cards was get ready for this one. 1956 Topps Mickey Mantle card, valued at 20,000 bones. Age 1955 Roberto Bobby Clemente rookie card, valued at $16,000. A 1955 Sandy Koufax rookie card, valued at $10,000. And several other Mantle and Clemente cards. Dude, Roberto Clemente holds a special place in my heart. Why the hell are you stealing?
What do I always say, David? I say,
Get your
don't be
life
that
together.
guy. Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy. Get your Nike together. My God. Makes me want to scream.
My God.
Anyways, anyone who has information about the incident can text anonymous tips to 847-411. That's tip 411. Or call the Atlantic City Police Department at 609-347-5780 or 609-347-5737. Call the ACPD.
I felt like I was actually back in like local news there for a second with you reading the PD numbers. That was good. That was a good little throwback little flashback Friday, if you will. I was gonna say throwback Thursday, but you know. Anyways, we've got to the point in the show that I've been super excited for. I'm sure David has too. Here it is. We talk to Steve Grad. I know I have it different on there. I'm sorry. Stevens is looking at me like, what are you doing? But anyways, so Steve Grad, we talked about him earlier, principal authenticator for autographs at Beckett, and also known for his work on Pawn Stars. Super nice, super down-to-earth guy. Had some great conversation with him. So
Great stories.
great stories, too. We'd love to show you that right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I am super excited to welcome to the chase Seth, Beckett's principal autograph authenticator, also known for his work on the History Channel series Pawn Stars, Mr. Steve Grad.
Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Is that the clapping?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our
Nice.
we'll have to After Effects.
You could do the sarcastic one.
The slow clap. We're
Thank
building
you,
the
guys.
slow
Really
clap.
appreciate it.
Don't worry, in post edit, we'll give you a round of applause. We'll get the whole audience going.
Awesome. I like that.
Yeah. So we had a chance to meet you yesterday on the show floor, so really appreciate you joining us
course.
now. Want to get into my first question. I want to know, so what came first? Was it working with Beckett, or was it the appearances that you started on Pawn Stars?
Actually, I started. It's a long story, but it's could get cut really short. I was at PSA DNA from 2002 to 2016.
Okay.
At about 2000, I think about 2009, it was so weird. They called us and said, "Oh, we want you to be part of our pilot," and it was the production team for Pawn Stars.
Oh, no kidding.
My PSA said, "Wait a minute, we're already filming or trying to film another show," which we were. I did some did like part of a sizzle for a show in San Francisco, so passed on that. Time went by. Drew Max, who they had on, would, if you guys see this guy, if you watch the show, he'd pull out this big briefcase. In the briefcase was just this, little loop that he would look at stuff in. That's all was in there. And they didn't like him too much. Ended up getting off the show. 2013 rolls around. They call again. And at the time, Joe Orlando was my boss. And he goes, "Here, call this number." Turned out to be the casting department.
Okay.
And I ended up getting on the show. So I left PSA 2016, went to Beckett, and now continues. And I'm also, not to make I can't say much, but I'm working on another project with them. Not my own thing, but it's another project they're doing that I'm also filming for too. So
Totally understand. That's okay, because I've been telling our other guests as well that definitely hold on to that stuff. And when the time comes around, we'd love to have people back
we'd love
on
to
the
talk
chase.
about it. Yeah, because I think that might even be more fun than being at the pawn shop. So
Great.
yeah,
Great.
but I can't say much about it. So
Hey, no problem. I totally understand that. It's a biz thing. I get it.
yeah, they make you sign NDAs 60 pages long. So it's like a mortgage.
Nobody likes that.
Exactly.
That's not fun.
Now, back to the Pawn Stars topic real quick. How frequent were your appearances on Pawn Stars? And did you have a relationship with Rick before you went on the show?
No, what's weird is the first day I filmed was, because I remember January 2013, and Rick goes, "Dude, what's up? We've been trying to get you on forever." And we were like best friends. And it just depends on the season. Last year, I probably filmed like 17, 18 days, but it's just random. And I live literally 1 mile from there. So it's easy for me to go there and film. It's very easy. It's
Yeah, so-
actually extremely simple.
So it's not one of those things where you have to be there a whole day and just knock out a bunch. You can just
No, I'm there. So I live literally, I just moved again, but I just bought a house. Again, I'm just a mile away from the pawn shop.
That's
Literally
awesome.
get in my car and be there in 7 minutes.
Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah, so it's really easy. Yeah.
That's perfect. So it's a nice thing where it's like, say you got to be on set, you got to be there at 9:30. You're leaving at 9:21.
Honestly, I swear to you, I leave right about that time. I get there. They would run a COVID test on me in my car.
Yep.
I'd sit in my car for 10 minutes, wait for the results. I'd go in, shoot my scene, take off. I'm gone.
That's the kind of work I want.
Yeah, it was a lot easier.
In and out, nice and easy like
Yeah, it was
that.
good. So I did enjoy it. And honestly, I don't know, for me at least, from being an authenticator and being on the show, it's been a great thrill. Someone was telling me last night, just stick with it, be with it. This is my 10th year starting, and I'm going to hopefully stay with it as much as I can and do it. And I just think it's fun. I'd love my own show someday, but you know what? That would even take more away from my life.
Sure.
It's really hard to have a life and all that stuff. It's very difficult. And man, to be an authenticator, to go to auction houses, people's houses, card shops, travel all over the country, go to Europe, it's like nonstop.
So in a sense, you're almost like a house call doctor for autographs,
yeah,
though.
and But as the years go on, I've learned to limit the stuff I do. And when we have a staff that could take up more of that stuff, I try and do as much as I can. But between like saying I need to go to Heritage and I need to go to our Dallas office and I got to go to Seattle and then Chicago and then New York, and then before you know it, like, it eats up all your time. So
Yeah, I mean, yeah, having that notoriety can be tough, and you know, you want that work-life balance. You know,
we do,
you
and
gotta.
it's good, man. And the whole Beckett thing's been great too. It's just it's a new brand, but it's an old brand. You know, it's been around forever. I mean, everyone had the magazine. I had it when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So we're glad to help build that brand. So it's only been like 6 years now, I think. So yeah, it's good.
So for those who may not know, what does it take to be an autograph authenticator?
Yeah, I get asked all the time. So this is something I would really like to do more with, but I've talked to Beckett about it just recently, and well, how do we train more people? How do we get more guys in? It's always the thing. You find card graders, find guys that do comics, find guys that do autographs. The autograph thing is, I feel there's a ton of people like right in this room right now that are wonderful niche people. Hey, he knows music really well, but he doesn't know anything else. Or he knows 5 players, Albert Pujols and let's say Ken Griffey Jr. or Tom Brady, but they don't know anything else. To find someone that's really well-rounded and diverse, it's almost impossible. And there isn't like a course manual, like where I could say, oh yeah, here, just go through this and do this and you're fine. It's more of like training and being with us. So right now we have a couple guys that kind of work with us under us that aren't authenticators, but they do sales and they talk to customers, but they're also trying to learn the job too, on the job. And it's more of like an apprenticeship thing. I don't know how, like, if my road to it was started when I was a kid chasing autographs, working at an auction house and meeting Jim Spence when he was with PSA. And Jim Spence said, hey, you've got a lot of potential. And eventually I worked for PSA DNA, and that just led into it, you know?
So it got me thinking, you know, do you almost think something like what you do could become somewhat of a college course almost, or like, you know, a program at a school or anything like that?
Maybe to learn, but the most important thing is, like, the more you do this, the better you're going to be at it, okay? So you're doing this all the time, you're going to become better and better at it, more successful. The autograph authentication thing is the same thing. Like teaching it to someone where you could say, oh yeah, read about this here, here's a manual. But then getting out there and doing it, and seeing how people sign, seeing the sloppiness, the neat autographs. It's just not all about like a guy sitting at a table or a athlete or a woman or whoever it is. It's a lot different than that. There's a lot of circumstances that go into it. People change and evolve their autographs. They change from looking one way to completely looking a different way. Tony Gwynn did it throughout his career. He changed his autograph.
Yeah.
You know, Ray Lewis did it recently. Mahomes, when he came in the league, had this beautiful autograph. Literally his first signing was like this gorgeous autograph. Now you see his autograph, looks like you know, a few blip marks. So they all changed. You got to stay up with that. But you also have to just have a gut feeling for it, you know, because no matter what, baseball cards, comics, autographs, and then you could go into anything else in the world. Jewelry, Gucci, purses, shoes, people are going to fake them. And you got to be able to stay up on that stuff. So could there be a course? There's a course on handwriting, sure.
Yeah.
But autograph, like authentication, I think it's more about that experience and having that feeling, personally.
Quick little side note. I'm thinking to myself now, I know you've seen so many autographs, but is there any that like stick out to you that are just absolutely like ugly in your opinion? Because, you know, there are some I can think of that are just, whew.
I've seen some of the cards signed that are just horrible. And I think the modern guys don't care.
Yeah.
They just could care less. I'd probably refer to some of the guys I've seen sign, the football players or basketball players, where they have these nice long names and their autographs are literally like a curl or a check mark. That's it. And guys don't care. I mean, Al Pacino's autograph, my God, if you got him on the streets, you don't even know what you're getting. But if you pay for him at a signing, it's much different.
Yeah.
And I don't think his autograph's that pretty, but that's just how people are. Like, they're different in different settings. But my God, the modern athlete, look at Derek Jeter, look at Cal Ripken Jr.
Yes.
I mean, beautiful, legible autographs that were gorgeous.
Mariano
the modern
Rivera.
athlete, they're just kind of like, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me sign 3,000 stickers, and this sucks because my shoulder hurts. and I don't want to do it. But at the same time, they're getting paid a lot of money to do it. And just have some pride in it. So
Yeah,
you've
no.
seen it. You've seen it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Ugly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying when you look at an autograph like Mariano Rivera, and it literally looks like he takes his time.
That's
with
a great
every
example.
signature.
Yeah, because he cares, and for everybody. And I've met him many times. I mean, crowds and 30 people waiting around and shoving stuff in his face. Same autograph.
Yep.
Amazing. But then you see guys that are like, "What are you writing? What is that?"
Right.
Otani even shortened his autograph from when he came in to now.
Yeah.
It's almost. I mean, it was almost illegible before. Now it looks like just a bunch of lines, wavy lines.
Right.
So, I don't know. I wish guys took more pride in it. They don't care,
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah.
even when they're getting paid. So,
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
yeah.
So, what are some of your earliest memories of autograph collecting, and how many would you estimate you've collected in your life?
That's a good question. I guess my earliest memories were being at Comiskey Park in Chicago, having a baseball, getting index cards, baseball cards, but then evolving and wanting more and more and more. And, an autograph experience made me a White Sox fan because I'm from Chicago rather than a Cubs fan. We were kids and we could still decide. My dad and mom were now pressuring us. Even though we lived in the south suburb of Chicago, I thought I was going to be a White Sox fan, but we went to a Cub game one day. Game was rained out. My dad says, well, the rain had stopped. He said, let's wait by the player parking lot. We get a scorecard. Pencils. Me and my brother. Dave Kingman. First guy comes out, get in his car, and stops to look at us. And he flipped us off and drove away. So, became a White Sox fan over autographs.
Wow.
And here we are today. But I have a lot of great memories. I've been detained by the Secret Service. I've been almost arrested. I've been in car chases and done all that stuff just to get autographs. Now, I really am peeling back now. I'm getting rid of most of my stuff because it's time for someone else to enjoy it. And honestly, I'd like to have a life. So
Yeah. I totally get that, and the wheels started turning. So I think we might have to hear a couple of those stories at another time.
yeah, you could ask me. The Secret Service one's pretty good someday. You could ask me. I was always really cocky, but that day I wasn't really too cocky. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't imagine with a secret. So you might turtle a little bit.
You really
a little
don't
bit.
play games around a former president. It's not a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I learned the hard way. It's not really a great thing. So, yeah.
So, at what point did you realize that you wanted to turn this passion for autograph collecting into an actual profession?
I did it sometime in '93 National was at McCormick Place in Chicago. My friend goes, hey, take half my table, sell some stuff. I had a day to get stuff ready. I made like 25 grand selling signed baseball cards. And through the 90s, I did it, had a business. Then I went to work for an auction house. And then I worked as an authenticator. And through the years, I've sold stuff, traded stuff, but mostly hoarded as a collector. But now I'm proud to sell my stuff under my name. And I really, maybe somebody's silently saying, oh, that's an ethical thing. I stand behind it, but Beckett does. Some of my stuff is PSA'd, so anybody's welcome to look at it. It's all genuine and real. I just want people to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I got rid of my 3 Star Wars sets this past May with 2 posters in golden. They did very well. I was very happy. And I continue to move stuff to different auctions, doing some with Pristine pretty soon. So I don't mind. It's just you reach a time where I love collecting, but I love to travel and have a life, and those things are expensive. So you gotta give up one for another. I mean, I've got 2 safes that are 6 foot by 5 foot. I have a massive room filled with shelves of stuff, binders, books, photos, baseball. It's just never ending. So.
Right. You name it.
Yeah.
But I got to imagine there's still a group of things that either sentimental value or memory behind it that you're definitely going to keep, I would
Well, I
imagine.
just slapped the first autograph I got was Richard Dotson, former pitcher, and it's on a laundry slip, like pick up your laundry.
Yeah.
And my mom pulled out of her purse and said, "Okay, go run down there and get his autograph at Sox Park," and I did. So I keep that stuff, and I have like a case with a bunch of Star Wars stuff I like, but for the most part, it's all gonna go bye-bye. It's time,
Yeah. Well, I feel like it's one of those things too where if you're a fan of something, and then you work in that industry, though, it can be tough to still maintain that fan.
Listen, it's so hard because we had great access to signings, back rooms. I know all the guys that do signings, represent players. It's easy for me to get stuff. I've just pretty much cut it out. I just want to focus on like getting rid of what I have and just making sure I get good money for it, moving on. So that's just kind of how I view it, you know. And but man, sometimes it's hard.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's very difficult, you know. When you're passionate about it, you love something. My wife goes to me, she's like, "You have 4 of those. What are you doing?" All right, I'll get rid of one, but then it's got to go for this much, or I'm not getting rid of it.
Uh-huh.
I want to just kind of move on and get it out of my life, and you know, it's kind of cool because people are like, "Oh, hey, I saw that on display and you sold that," and I'm like, "Yeah, that was mine," but enjoy it because I'm not going to be here. I might not be here tomorrow. Hopefully, I'm here a lot longer, but you know, let someone else enjoy it. I mean, collecting's fun.
Oh yeah.
Hoarding isn't. Do you watch hoarding? Buried Alive? No.
Seen it.
Oh, yeah.
Seen enough episodes to know that I would not want to be that
I mean,
person.
it's not that bad where you got to go over garbage and everything, but it's a lot of stuff. And when I had pulled out some stuff recently, I wanted to get slapped and put in the holders by Beckett, and it was like, man, I've got 10, 20, 30 of this, 50 of this. It was like a lot of stuff, very valuable stuff, and I was like, what am I doing? Doesn't make any sense.
And like, I think, once you get to that point and you start asking yourself that question, then
yeah, like, what am I doing?
you know where you're at.
And there you go. And I agree with you 100%, man. And I think like the nicer things in life, being able to travel overseas and go see places you never have, or buying nice stuff for your kids, and those things are important to me. And I want to be able to help my kids with a house someday. My 2 daughters, my stepdaughter, I want to be able to like provide that for them without having an issue with it. So that's better than having ink on paper. The memories are always cool, but like providing and doing something with that is even more important to me. So that's how I feel about it.
So I gotta ask.
Yeah.
You mentioned how, you mentioned difficult. The word difficult. Speaking of difficult, what are some of the most difficult items to authenticate?
Jordan, for sure. Well, they fake the upper deck card, they fake the sticker, fake the autograph. I mean, that's nonstop. Tom Brady is another one where those contender cards, you see them all the time, fake. Pujols was for years. The stuff we saw in Pujols was crazy. And then it's all the newer athletes too, and celebrities. Because if something's worth money, people are going to forge it. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I would tell you Jordan is the one guy. I've met Jordan 60 times at least to get him his autograph. We used to chase him all the time. He was great. But Jordan autograph stuff still sells for a lot of money. Those upper deck cards, people put the numbers on them. Anything you guys could think of, people are doing. It doesn't matter. They will be trying to be one step ahead of you on anything. Yeah. If they know they could try and get it by, our card graders see it all the time. People are constantly always trying to put bad stuff through.
So honestly,
it'll never stop, man. Never stop. And I saw fake Bob Feller today. I mean,
of all
Bob
the
Feller's
people,
still signing, and he's been dead for 4 or 5 years. So, yeah.
Amazing how he can do that.
It's amazing. He's still going. He's just going like this in his grave.
Just 6 feet under.
Yeah, exactly.
Pete Rose and him, Pete Rose now has him toppled for most autographs. Man.
That guy sends anything and everything anytime.
He does not care. He does not care. But, the first ball he did, I'm sorry, I bet on baseball.
Yeah.
I certified it many, many years ago, and a friend of mine facilitated that sale for like $25,000. First one. And then Rose started signing them. Then it was limited, and then all of a sudden, he'll write anything. Yep. I'm sorry I didn't shoot JFK or crazy things he writes. He'll just write anything. So he doesn't care.
He's a nut.
And you guys, I want to ask you guys something. And I don't even need to see if you know this.
Yeah.
So you guys are up by Buffalo, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So, for years and years and years, there was one of the most legendary autograph collectors that lived up in Buffalo. And about 2001, I worked at Master Auctions. I got his collection. And it was one of the most diverse, crazy collections. Guy started collecting in 1952.
Wow.
And he went to Syracuse, but he also lived up in Buffalo. But he was the man, a legend. And he would go to the Hall of Fame every year. And at the end of it, he'd have 10, 20, 30 of all the Hall of Famers, T206 cards signed, baseballs. One of the most amazing collectors came from up in that area. And I've been up there to authenticate, and I've noticed there's so many old school like collectors up there with great stuff. So,
Man, it is very much the city of shows and VW posts.
yeah.
You know, you get some old school brothers, some real local card shops up there for sure.
Yeah, we've done some stuff up there. We did something at, I can't remember the place. It was like a card shop that looked like a house. I don't even know what it was, but we were up there.
Yeah.
and I was at another store that closed, but I ended up finding a guy's got it on his wall, and I love the natural.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is that up there? He goes, well, let me grab that, and it's a Redford signed baseball from when he was filming The Natural.
Because it was filmed in Buffalo.
Yeah, it's filmed in Buffalo.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
crazy. So.
Wow, what a great piece there.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of great stuff, you guys. There's a lot of great history there, but there's a lot of great collectors too. And I found that almost everywhere. But man, the East Coast is like filled with so many great collectors, guys, and doing it forever. You know, cards, autographs, memorabilia. There's some guys I know that are hidden that don't want anybody to know that have some of the most amazing collections in the world. They're out in the East Coast.
Yeah, very rich. He runs
Yeah.
definitely deep there.
Yeah.
So what are some of your favorite opportunities that you've been able to achieve on this job?
Honestly, just having like a little more control than we had at PSA. The group that when we left PSA in 2016, you know, we were managed by a publicly traded company at the time. Beckett brought us in. It's more of like a guidance thing and helping them, you know, do the authentication because they've never done it as a real thing for their company. And I think we have a lot of control in saying stuff. Some of the stuff we don't, the new branding I like a lot, the direction they're going, I think it's really cool and it's really exciting actually, at least for me, because when you rebrand and just kick it out again and do cool stuff, I like it. And I think that honestly, I just control my life a little more. So I like that. When I first started at Beckett, first 3 years, I was traveling like 25 days a month. So, and that is tough. So now,
Life on the road.
now it's a lot different. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know you've been around doing this for decades, but was there still points in time where somebody put an autograph across your desk
All
or
the
across
time.
your
I know
space?
yeah.
And were there any that you were still like in awe or just, you know, starstruck of that you've seen?
Yeah, I did one for Heritage about a year ago. It was, I have no idea how they got it. I have no clue. But they had Jack Ruby's whole fingerprint page the day he killed Oswald. Signed by him and everything. His whole booking sheet. But at both hands, all of it. And I was like, how do you get that? That's a piece of that belongs in a museum, okay? But
Oh, yeah.
he's a part of a tragic thing, but I'm like, that's his fingerprints right here. I'm like actually holding it. And I think that's cool stuff. Because I mean, if I go back to Babe Ruth, Ty Cobb, Christy Mathewson, I've seen all that stuff.
Yeah.
But that, and we did a Joe Jackson yesterday, maybe, an album page
Okay.
that I'd seen at PSA years ago, but it's still cool seeing that. And when I see stuff like that, I'm like, oh my God. But honestly, I know it sounds crazy, and I've seen so much stuff. If you can imagine going back as a collector, a dealer, and authenticator for 20 something years, I've seen pretty much anything you could come up with, you know. And the Baseball Hall of Fame, I spent 5 days there in their library. I went to their archives. Man, do you guys know about the Baseball Hall of Fame? They've got the 3D room, they call it.
Mm.
It's in the basement. Have you had access or no?
Unfortunately not. I have not had access to that yet.
Okay.
We'll see.
So they call it the 3D room, and you walk in there, and it's really not that big because they have the shelves that have the big wheels on them. You could move them.
Yep.
But I remember a lot of stuff, but the one cool thing, you walk all the way to the back. There's huge cabinets that open up the cabinets. And he goes, this is the wall of balls. Starting in 1954, the Hall of Fame said, hey, all these guys are coming back here. Why don't we just get them to sign baseballs? I don't know why, but let's say Napoleon Lajoie came back and they had 6 balls on, and they haven't signed 6. Mel Ott, when he would come, he would sign. And then before you know it, you've got dozens of balls from these guys. So now as a tradition, every year a player goes in, they sign like a dozen balls for them.
Wow.
But then, now, I open up one box, it's all Mel Otts.
Yeah.
And even at the time when I went, like 2010, those were 80,000 a piece. Yeah, dozen Mel Otts single balls, dozen Lajoie balls, dozen Earl Combs. Clemente, no, but, you know, because he passed. But
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you name it, from 54, if they were alive, they had like a dozen balls. Most people don't know it. And the thing I said, the Hall of Fame, I said, you guys want to raise money all the time for new wings and new projects. And they really do. They, at the time, PSA was working with them. And I said, you should have an auction with this stuff, because this wasn't like a family donated heirloom from a Lou Gehrig's family. This is just a player signing a ball for your museum. I think that's something you could raise money with an auction, but they never did it. So if you ever get a chance, just say, can I see the wall of balls?
Yeah. I'll say Steve Grad told us to come see the wall of balls. I bet you they won't believe me. They'll say, yeah, right.
They might not let you.
It's a chance. It's a chance I'm willing to take.
It's awesome. You know, when you look at 13 Babe Ruth game used bats at once, sitting in an archive, that's it. All the game used uniforms. Walking in on a cart. Guy goes, you know what that is? I'm like, no, that's the bat Ted Williams used in his final at bat. Hit a home run. Just sitting there. It's crazy. So.
Yeah. Oh, that old thing? Like you said, it's just sitting there like it's nothing. It's collecting dust.
Is his final home run. His final at bat was a home run.
Yep.
It's sitting literally on a cart. No box, nothing. I'm like, that's worth, now it's probably worth $1.5 million.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, to see all that stuff in person, handle it, go through it. If you ever get the chance, and most people haven't, go. And if any baseball players are watching this, MLB players, if they go there and play, they have a chance to go there. A couple of my friends have, so.
There you go. Keep that in mind.
Throwing it out there. So if you guys get a chance.
Okay, I appreciate that.
If you want to break in, you know where it's all at.
Right.
Don't break in.
You didn't hear this. Yeah. No, this never happened.
Yeah,
this never happened.
Cut that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So, Steve, what number national is this for you? And how busy has Beckett been? It seems like you guys are popping.
I think Beckett card grading's been really busy. For authentication, we've had constant, steady flow. We'll get a lot of guys drop off 200, 300, 400 pieces at a time. So I've been going through that. Someone just dropped off an 86 Flair set that was signed, the whole set that needed to be put in holders. So we get a lot of cool stuff like that.
Yeah.
And what was the first part?
What number national? is this
National.
for?
Okay, so I think 27. Pretty sure this is 27. First one I went to was 83, and then periodically would go when they were local to Chicago. But then once, I think I want to say 1999 or so, hit 98. I've been to every one since. I didn't go to 2000, but every one since 98 I've been to too. So I made my way out to a few of them here and there.
Yeah.
And I remember going, I was 13 years old going to the National, you know, running around. I'll be 52 next week. So it's a long time to be going to Nationals.
Yeah.
How about you guys?
So this will be my third or fourth. I was actually at the last one here in 2016.
Yeah.
So kind of that weird full circle moment where I'm coming back in 2022 and it's back to the place where I left it.
All right, that's good. How about,
Number one. I'm hooked.
It's always a week I look forward to every year though, honestly. I've always wanted to come for pleasure,
Right.
just like on my own, but I end up working, but it's just as fun.
I never walk the show. It's rare. When I walk in the morning, that's where I'm at. And I stay there. I don't move around a lot. Today I went to see two friends of mine from New York I hadn't seen in a while, but normally I just don't venture around a lot. And honestly, I walked out yesterday and 3 people come up to me with stuff to look at. You know, guy pulls out his phone. Hey, see this right here? What is this real?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't do that right now. But the guy for 10 minutes was like, see, and I'm like, I gotta go. So I
Leave
like
the man
coming here.
alone.
It's cool, and I'd like to reach as many. What is it? 42 there, Ben.
42.
So I've missed, maybe 15, and that was mostly, I'd say in the 90s and 80s that I wasn't going, that I couldn't go because, quite honestly, it was really hard for a long time as a kid to convince my mom and dad to give me money when I didn't have it. So my grandma would take us So we just stayed local to Chicago. But I've been to a couple other ones before that. But as a business, I've been coming to these for a long time now. So I'm kind of used to it. It's cool.
Amazing. Well, I appreciate you venturing
Pleasure.
out of the booth to come join us here.
No problem.
And, can't wait to have you back on
Sure.
eventually. We'd love to talk more.
I'd love to. Yeah, and especially if I made up to Buffalo one of these days.
Oh, absolutely.
Please.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd love to show you the
Not
studio.
in the winter,
Nope.
No,
which
no,
I
no,
came
no.
in February. Yes.
I'm
Not good.
sorry. The good news is in February, you can go get some good warm food, though, in Buffalo.
Yeah, the food's
Pretty
great.
good. I was going to say, good food
Food's
scene.
great. Yeah, the food's great, and I went and saw the natural filming locations. So I did that. So I got that. There's not much left, but
You know what? Yeah, definitely time to come back to Buffalo, though. It's expanded quite a bit.
Okay.
There's actually some stuff to do there now. I could say that as,
Other
kids,
than wings?
promise.
Okay.
I
Just wanna make
promise.
sure.
As
All right.
kids who were born and raised there and
All right.
still live there, we'll give you the tour.
All right, cool.
Yep.
All right. Well, everybody,
Thanks, guys.
Steve Grad
Appreciate it.
from Beckett, thank you so much.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
A wonderful conversation with Steve there. Great opportunity. Thanks to Meerkat for getting that one for us. But now we got to hurry up. We're getting towards the end of the show, so we're going to do our box break of a legacy right now. That is going to be our giveaway for the day. After I'm breaking, we'll figure out what I want the code word or whatever to be for the giveaway. But Meerkat's not here.
Steve Grad.
Steve Grad's not here. David's not here. So who's gonna get me? I need a cutter for the
Oh,
box.
no.
Does anybody have that? David, you can't virtually give it to me. Does anybody have the cutter for the box?
Oh,
Oh,
look who
sorry.
it is.
Don't mind me.
What did you bite into?
Oh, there you go. Those are my sub.
How'd that get in the sub?
Oh,
You
what's up,
alright?
Dave?
What up, Tyler?
Ladies and gentlemen, Fat Dad's back. Tyler Perginary. He'll be
Damn.
here all week. Don't forget to tip your bartenders and waitresses. We got a little Italian hero.
Tyler, what's
Tyler,
on the sub?
Club hero, wherever you're from in the States.
Looks good.
I'm gonna watch you rep.
All right, thanks. All right, here we go, Stevens. How about the
With
overhead?
my sandwich.
Oh, there you go. There's the Chase
The sweater.
little thing that. Uh
Troy, what
Oh,
sub
no.
does Tyler have?
oh. I know how to. Tyler's the maintenance man.
No technical difficulties.
Do it.
With technical spelled wrong.
Tekken, no. Cole.
Freaking call.
Tekken? I love that. All right, so while I'm waiting for that, let's say, David, what do you think should be the giveaway? Should we see who they think is going to win Rookie of the Year and why? Did we do that one yet?
I thought we did.
All right, I got it. Okay, tell me, who do you think is going to have the most passing yards this year and how many it's going to be? So tell me the player that you think is going to have the most passing yards and the total of passing yards you think the person is going to have. How about that, David?
That sounds good.
Awesome.
Josh Allen, 6,900.
Nice. All right, here we go. Thank you again to Tyler for the assist on the box cutter that was somehow landed in his sandwich. I have to call somebody about that.
You need to finish that box rip before I finish this sandwich. Oh my God, that's a lot of
Jeez,
pats.
That's not happening.
That's a lot of pats. I mean, I've been housing this.
You have been housing it. All right, here we go. 2 autos. Remember, it is the 2022 class. So obviously we're looking for guys like Kenny Pickett, Malik Willis, and then obviously second-year stuff from Jamar Chase, Najee Harris, Trevor Lawrence. Let's get it. I think it's going to be a mix of college and NFL cards. Here we go. I'm going to fly through these, baby. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Legends Carson Palmer. Love that.
Yes.
All right, going to be a rookie of Travon Walker.
That was the first pick, I think, right?
Lean forward a little bit. So rookie there. Mechie and Diggs.
What?
So it looks like 2 rookies per pack, possibly?
Shout out to the work vending machine for having these sandwiches.
I couldn't agree more.
I just housed a cheeseburger before this Italian sub.
He's not wrong. I literally watched him do it.
They are pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
I watched him do it. All right. Make sure you guys are viewing and tuning in for the giveaways. I mean, we got great stuff. Legends, Deuce McAllister. I love that.
Yes.
There's
Deuce.
Sauce Gardner,
Sauce.
rookie, and Jamison Williams. Ooh,
Nice.
we got a silver here of Malik Willis. That's a nice
bad.
one. No number there.
What you doing, Wills? What you
What
talking
you
about?
talking about, Willis? Let's keep it rolling. Yeah, make sure you guys are tuned in. I mean, we do great giveaways every episode. Last episode, we pulled that Derek Jeter one-on-one.
I just finished my sandwich, Troy, so you're getting written up.
Yikes. Well, I would list that under things you hate to see. Who's that, Dan Fouts? Yeah. Rookie of Isaiah Likely.
He's likely to do well this year, Troy.
Desmond Ritter, rookie, who actually, I don't know, could compete for the starting job there in Atlanta after Matt Ryan was dealt to the Colts. 102 out of 125. How about Peyton Manning? Time Machines. One of the
Whoa,
new
he was.
inserts. And then right behind him, decade of dominance there, John Elway.
It was really great to hear Peyton talk at the Mint Collective this year in February when he did the keynote. I know you had to leave because you were hanging out with your boy Drake, but
My boy Aubrey. Oh. Kyle Hamilton, rookie. There you go. James Cook for the Bills. Go
Ooh.
Bills.
The Bills.
There you go. Jamar Chase, second year there for the ages. Yeah, what did he have to say? I mean, I never really got a chance.
I mean,
to
it was
really
just
talk
it
to
was
you
just
about
really
that.
cool how his son, I guess, is a huge Josh Allen fan.
I do remember hearing. that.
And when Josh Allen, I guess, found out, he sent him like a game-worn, dirt-stained jersey and
That's
stuff.
awesome.
So Peyton just really appreciated it.
Robinson Jr. We got Jerome Ford, who's in the back here, rookie.
Ooh, a little silver action.
Okay, how about
Ooh.
a Desmond Ritter?
Oh,
Under the Lights Blue, wah wah wee wah. That is 2 of 35.
Oh,
not
Nice,
bad.
nice little low number there. Not too shabby, y'all. There you go.
Yeah, and he was saying that it's funny, there was a huge collection of Peyton Manning cards that were up at auction, and he was actually bidding on them because he wanted them for his son,
Oh, really?
and he got outbid
Glenn Portis.
by Fanatics. Josh Luber.
Did he really?
Yeah, Josh Luber has the whole collection.
Kyron Williams. Hopefully, Luber will give some of that up to him, though, eh?
I don't know.
Jermaine Johnson II. You don't think for the right price?
I think at the Mint he gave Peyton a full set collection of himself.
Okay.
Of Josh Luber, not of Peyton Manning.
Oh, God. That's actually amazing.
Yeah, it was
That's even
something like
better.
that. Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Peyton Manning, he's really funny, too. Like, I know he's got
Oh
a
my
good sense
gosh.
of humor, so
He was great on
he
the
probably
mic.
loved that. Make sure these corners are whacked. There we go. Cordero Patterson. Let's get Legends Jerry Royce. Rookies. Who we got? We got Traylon Burks. And we've got Kobe Bryant.
Huh? Kobe.
Kobe.
Yep.
Spelled
Kobe
it
Bryant.
completely wrong way. Myles Garrett out of 100. And George Kittle. Timeless.
You guys remember when
Do we get
Peyton
some
Manning like,
elevator
roasted
music in the
Peyton?
background of this?
What'd you say? Yards?
Do you remember when Peyton Manning was hosting the ESPYs and he roasted Kevin Durant?
Yes. For his was that the one for the burner accounts?
Yeah, I think so.
Davon Thibodeau. That was the first round pick there for the Giants.
Yep.
Devin Lloyd. Ooh, a mini.
Ooh.
Ooh. Who's this mini? Elijah Moore. Silver mini there. Nice.
Nice.
And then Terry Bradshaw. No
Is that-
autos yet. This is thick. This one's thick.
There's tears in this, right?
Yeah, there are the Dare to Tear cards, but there's like 3 per case. It's like a case.
Oh, okay. It's like
Yeah,
a hot
yeah.
box kind of thing.
Yep. Let's
Nice.
see.
That's good to know.
We got a thickie in here. We'll save that for the last one. There we go. Urlacher. Da-da-da-da-da. Who's our rookies? Our rookies are Daxton Hill, Garrett Wilson, and this is going to be the back cards.
I think I saw a rookie shield there.
Ooh, speak of the devil. How about Avon Thibodeau? Patch auto. Rookie
nice.
patch auto. That's really nice there. That's going to be for the New York Giants. He was number 5 in the draft, I think. 24 out of 99 there. There you go. Futures. Patch auto of Thibodeau. God bless. Oh, was that a cough or a...
It was like a mix. It was a little too much gabagool in the throat.
Oh, yeah. I hate when that happens. All right, we've got one more auto that should be coming. Let's go through these packs. Our rookies for the pack. Taquan Thornton and Carson Strong. And then a silver of Romeo Dubes.
Doobs.
Doobs.
What up, Doobie?
What up, Doobs?
Doobie doobie doobs.
Doobie, 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 shooby, doo.
Doobie doobie doobs. Where are you?
You need some help from you now. Carson Wentz. Who's our rookies here? Derek Stingley Jr. Damian Pierce, a yellow here of Ritter. This is the Desmond Ritter box. That's out of 150, a yellow rookie. And J.J. Watts.
The Desmond Ritter case.
It is the Desmond Ritter case box. Roro Raggy Meerkat says. Rip through here. Legends. Who's our rookie? Pierre Strong Jr.
Oh, your cam froze.
Technical difficulty.
I love that we have that now, though.
Tekken call difficulties. Please stand by.
Excuse me.
The graphic is awesome. I'm not gonna lie.
It looks great, right? Doesn't it? We're back. I love that thing. Hassan Haskins, Randall Cunningham. There you go. Iggy Bear says, please never correct the spelling. No, I think that's what'll make it feel like...
It's supposed to be that way.
It'll make it feel like local access TV,
Yeah.
you know?
It's supposed to be wrong.
We obviously did it that way for the...
We appreciate you appreciating it.
Thank you for thanking me. Phil
Thanking you.
Sims. Ooh, there we go. How about a Khalil Shakir? Bill's draft pick there.
Shakira.
Shakira. Them hips don't lie. Drake Jackson. And then how about... Nice. A silver Chris Olave.
Ooh.
Nice.
I like that. I like that a lot. I like it a lot.
You like that?
You like that? All right, we got 3 more packs. 1 more auto to go.
Dave, I wish I had an
Bill's
earpiece so I could
Mafia.
hear you talking.
I'm not saying much right now. I'm just letting you know.
He says he's not saying much. He's just like,
Oh, okay.
George Pickens, Andrew Booth Jr. No way.
Oh.
Let's go. 3 of 3 Eli Manning Legends auto. That's sick.
Tom Brady's dad.
You know, I grew up a Giants fan, actually.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Over in Connecticut, huh?
Yeah.
Giants fan. Well, I guess it would
My
make
dad's I was a big Eli fan.
Yeah.
Loved Eli.
Eli's
And then,
sick.
you know, after I went to high school, I stopped following football. And then it wasn't until like my last year of college that I was like, I need a team because the Giants were my dad's team. And I was like, I need my own team.
I need my
Eli
own
was
team.
going out. I was like, I'm going to pick a team. Saw some dude jump through a table, and I was like, oh, I'm in.
That's my team. That's
I'm
my
in.
team, baby.
These people are great.
It's look at guys. It's the New York Giants box, but a 3 of 3 Eli.
It's pretty cool.
Nice.
Look how clean
Dude,
that
I
signature
wish I could
is.
make the Eli face right now. Yeah, that's a great auto.
Which one? This
too.
one?
Yeah, that one. Show Tyler real quick. Doing the Eli face. All right. Amazing. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna one touch that. Don't worry, guys. I just don't have a mag with me in here. Drake London rookie and a
right?
Trey McBride. Yeah, that would probably be 35. Thank you. Please and thank you. Romeo Dubes out of 299. And Favre and Rodgers generation. You're right, Chef Joe. I do think the box was listening. It's the government again. They were listening to us.
Last pack magic.
Tony Romo, last pack magic. Sam Howell. Thank you, Tyler. Preach. We've got Jalen Tolbert. There it is. Darnell Mooney, our second mini of the box. That one's on a 50, guys. Nice.
Nice.
43 of 50. Darnell Mooney mini. And Roethlisberger. So that's going to end the box. And then let me do some surgery here. 3 of 3.
I think on that cover there was a little smudge stuff.
Yeah, okay. Tyler says he noticed he thinks there's just a little schmutz on the car. Yeah. I almost said car. All right. Let's lock it in. Let's lock it in. Boom, you heard that snap down. There you go. So somebody is going to walk away with a 3 of 3 Eli Manning. And then, of course, the nice Thibodeau patch auto. So there you have it. That is our box rip giveaway for Friday. Make sure you give me who you think is going to lead the passing in the NFL this season and how many yards they're going to have. That's it.
Nice pulls, Troy. Nice.
I'm feeling good this week. Today, it's my birthday. We get a 3 of 3 Eli. Earlier this week, we get the 101 Gita. It's been a week. So we got one more story. I'm going to let you take it. You've been too silent, so let me give you one more story. Give us the highlight reel for Friday.
Yeah, so Golden announced on Thursday that a T206 Onus Wagner sold in a private sale for $7.25 million. You heard that right, $7.25 million. This version is an SGC2 and surpassed the SGC that sold for $6.6 million last year. So I can't look at a T206 Onus Wagner without thinking of Andy Broom. Do you remember when we interviewed him and he had the background? It was just all T206 cards.
Yep, I remember that. Yeah, and then remember when he showed up on the Chase last week at the National unannounced with the Jordan shoe?
Yep. Andy Broom, it's the Chase alumni. So
Andy Broom could technically be first two-time guest on the Chase.
Technically.
There you go.
Well, we do have Steve. Steve was like a 3-time guest.
Steve counts. You're right. Steve's got the trifecta.
Andy Broom, nonetheless, big Onus Wagner guy. Onus Wagner kind of set the standard for baseball cards.
Pretty much. He really did. Well, that is going to do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Chase for this beautiful Friday, August 5th. First of all, really want to appreciate you guys watching. That's a serious note. Seriously. Thank you for continuing to watch through the National and now and hopefully beyond. We can't wait to see where this thing goes and keeps growing after that huge opportunity that we had last week. Share with your friends, please. We want to try to grow the audience. We want to have you guys all in here for this morning show to hang out, talk, and give you guys the latest in the hobby news and do some giveaways and some more great interviews. So please share with your friends the Chase Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays on twitch.tv/DA Card World, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. That's going to do it for us. I want you guys have a great weekend. David, what'd you have to add there?
Sound off in the chat. Give your boys some love. Happy birthday, Troy.
Thanks, David. I appreciate that, man. Means a lot coming from you. And, thanks for always being a great co-host. Really appreciate it. And look at you putting in the work. Even though you can't be here, you're in Roku City. You're still here for us, damn it.
I'll be back next week.
Great. Can't wait. Remember, Monday, 9 a.m. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Make sure you stay tuned for more on twitch.tv.com or twitch.tv/DA Card World. Continue to like, follow, comment, subscribe to DA Car World. Listen to us on Apple and Spotify. Have a great weekend. And there's only one thing left to do. Right, David?
Yep,
Let me pull it out of the pile.
I got something to throw.
We've all got something to throw. Just remember, it's all about the chase. Oh, I hit the camera. Top guys out. Today's my day.